Mum's the word. The Edinburgh Society of Unapologetically Imperfect Mothers is here to brighten your day and lift your spirits with our unique take on all things motherhood. We're real-life friends, a special group comprised of women from across the globe who've chosen to call Edinburgh home. Together, we're a haphazard amalgamation of diverse perspectives and life experiences united as we try to navigate the often tumultuous journey through motherland with humor, unwavering support, and lots of fizz. Our mantra is radical acceptance and the necessity to check your ego and self-interest at the door. Keep calm and hold my Prosecco, ladies. I hereby call this meeting to order.
I know, and it's Halloween part 2. Woohoo!
Yay! Because Halloween it has to be like
it has to be the gift that keeps
we have
giving.
to keep talking about Halloween.
Rebecca and Alyssa having matching orange cardigans.
We didn't intend it to happen, but we are wearing our Taylor Swift jumpers tonight.
Which also what they are.
Orange for Halloween.
I went with the black and orange, and she went with the white and orange.
I went with our shirt in orange.
She's
actually.
got our shirt
I do.
on. I love that.
I'm totally snapping this. This is epic.
Twinsies.
It's a moment. Yay! And anyway, it's Lissy here and
Becky,
Heather,
Tammy,
Anke.
Oh, and we're just so excited. We've got an almost full house.
We have an almost full house.
Almost.
Yes.
And we're just so happy. As much as we were, delighted to have Becky all to ourselves last week, we're delighted to have Anke and Tammy back.
And we talked so much last week.
I know.
Like, I listened to I love it. I love the podcast, but it's like, we are talking so much, and it was fab, right? We just had so much to say, and it was great. So we're still talking Halloween, which is super exciting.
It is super exciting.
I love Halloween.
Yeah. I do too.
I love it.
And
it's so fun and creative, and you get to be like a different person.
Yes,
I agree.
100%. And it's not about presents or, there's none of that. There's cool traditions that have, that are different for every family. And
self-expression.
Absolutely.
A lot of self-expression in there.
A lot of self-expression in there, and where you just get to kind of, vacate yourself a little. And, it's a time to indulge.
And goof around, and the kids have so much fun.
You get to be a kid.
You do.
Because at Christmas, we're too friggin' busy to be kids.
And
we're exhausted. Christmas Day comes and you're just like,
I know.
So we are totally going there in Christmas for sure, because yes, I totally agree with that. Whereas Halloween, you feel a little bit more. But we were just talking about last week how we just got back from October break and it's Halloween.
Yeah.
And you're like, I want to do all the Halloween stuff.
I know.
Like, I want to go to this thing and that thing. I want to pick a pumpkin. I want to do the, cut the pumpkin out. I want to decorate. And it's like a drinking from the fire hose, Because
Well, you gotta start early. I start the 1st of October with decorating and making. I've learned.
I need to do this.
Can I just ask, you all grew up with Halloween, right?
Yes.
yes.
Because I didn't.
yeah.
And for me, it's a bit like, oh gosh, what do I have to do? Like,
We'll help you.
We'll help you. The important thing to remember is there are no rules, but you have to get into the whole pumpkin thing.
Okay.
The pumpkin thing
that's
is
fine.
must.
I love pumpkins, but I'm glad you said about you can be a different character and get dressed, because I always thought it had to be scary and creepy, and it's like it has to be a ghost, a cat, or a witch.
Spookier here, though. I feel like in the States, and also to caveat, you don't even need to dress up. You can just enjoy it in other ways. Because I love Halloween, but I am not a big fancy dressed person at all.
Oh, really?
I'm
You
I
can enjoy
like
it
dressing
without
children
dressing up.
I enjoy the crafts. I enjoy the pumpkins. I enjoy the whole like scene of it. But yeah, you can partake as much or as little as you want.
I think I need to indulge in it more and just take more freedom to enjoy it. I feel like
Absolutely.
I'm under pressure to. I
Freedom
have no
of
idea what
expression,
to
Anke.
do.
Or you just got back from
I
holidays
met my
as
husband at a
well.
Halloween party.
Oh my God.
We were the only two not dressed up.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
I'm very much on brand, I think.
That's brave. I mean, you were
That's
sticking
so
out.
cute. I love that. I love that. So you weren't in like you weren't indulging in your favorite Elle Woods bunny girl costume.
I was
you
the
were
anti-Elwoods.
You were the anti-Elwoods.
I was like in a blue shirt and a black pair of trousers. Yeah.
Oh my God.
20 years ago, I think as of Saturday it was.
You're so
20
cute.
years ago. How crazy is that?
That is mental.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
I thought you were married.
No
20.
more. 20. I can't do math. 23 years ago.
23.
23 years ago. 23. Sorry.
Oh my God.
Sorry, Pete.
Honestly.
Anyway, let's go back to Halloween.
Well, can I do some shout outs first?
Yes, please. Yes.
So we've had a really exciting week here at the Edinburgh Society of Unapologetically Imperfect Mothers. We've been featured in a local magazine.
Yes.
So special shout out to the Nursery and Schools Guide for Edinburgh and the Lothians for featuring your Edinburgh besties.
Yeah.
There's an amazing article online on their newsletter and all over their socials. So check it out. Go and find them online and be sure to read our article because it is just fab, and it has the most beautiful photo of all of us.
And a very cool title.
It's very nice.
It is.
The photo is by the Eddie
Enthusiast.
Yep. And she did an absolutely gorgeous job with those pictures. We actually have quite a few that are so cool that I think we could just start to release on the Insta and in the Facebook because they're so lovely. Just captures us. It's just awesome and so beautiful. And check out her Eddie Enthusiast Instagram where she has the most gorgeous pictures all over Edinburgh. I mean, they're like gorgeous
They
pictures.
are stunning.
She's so talented.
She's so
And
talented.
so nice. She's so
She's
sweet.
so nice.
she's a sweetie, isn't she?
Yeah.
She is.
Very
She
much
is a
so.
sweetie, yeah.
I'm just so happy to have a picture where I'm not like, it's just my head.
and we're looking directly at a
Yes.
camera, and
Yeah.
there's my arm isn't in it.
Yes, exactly.
And can we just talk about
kind of side angle.
like how cool is it to get a picture of us girls as like our friendship group?
I
Like,
think it's just so cool.
I mean, how often does that happen? It happens like once
Rarely.
in a blue moon where you get a picture of you and your
Last time
friends.
it happened at my wedding, I think.
Yeah.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
I honestly think, we were talking about this where all of us, when we were kids, we had like the silly family photos at like JCPenney with the floating heads. I
Yes.
think that girl groups should get like a photo session.
That would be so cool.
Oh, I like that.
I think that girl groups should go out and get a photo session in the same way that you would have a photo session with like, your new baby or the kids at Easter. No, get your girls together and go and get a photo shoot.
And
you deserve it.
And moms too. I mean, like as moms, we always put ourselves last. So to
We're always
actually
behind
have
the
these
camera.
pictures, we're always
Always.
behind the picture. We're always like corralling the kids. So to actually have pictures of us together in the beautiful setting, looking lovely, it's actually like amazing.
I
mean,
I
agree.
like that. I'd love to see our listeners get that off the ground and send them to us.
I just think it would be the coolest thing to go viral.
Yeah.
Like girl group photo sessions. Mwah.
friendship
Bring it.
photos.
In fact, we can talk to Nashi at Keep Edinburgh Thriving, and I bet we could get like a local like thing to kind of make that a thing.
So I love your Keep Edinburgh Thriving
All those
interviews.
videos?
So we need to do a shout out as well to
Nashi and the team at Keep Edinburgh Thriving. And Nashi does a podcast for dads.
Oh.
How cool is that? So he does a Dads and Dudes podcast.
Yeah.
Dads and dudes.
I hope
great.
he pumps up chore play.
I hope so.
Oh my God.
I
Tammy
mean,
is so right.
She's so right.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
need to have
honestly,
a chat. Yeah.
Chore play.
Yeah. Maybe we need to,
we
bring
can make it a mantra.
our expertise from the mom perspective
To the
this-
table.
Yeah, to the
Oh,
dads. to help
Agreed.
them.
I wonder what they would come up with as a suggestion for us.
I mean, you never know. But absolutely. So check out their socials, guys, because we've just had the most fun networking across Edinburgh, and it's just been fab.
Yes.
And guess who is listening to our podcast?
Tonight?
Do you remember the boys that did the rowing?
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Yes. Oh, I'm so excited about this.
McLean brothers.
The McLean brothers.
We got
the
in
three of them.
touch.
Are they triplets?
The three
They're
brothers.
three brothers.
Brothers.
They're not. They're not triplets, but they are brothers, and they're listening to our McLean brothers episode.
And of course, we did major props for Mom.
Major
McLean,
props for Mom.
because what a woman.
Honestly.
Okay,
Yeah.
like not
Triplets
only
or not.
yeah, triplets
Oh
are
my
yeah.
God. I still don't know how that woman sleeps at night, honestly.
But for like 140 days when they were rowing, like she did not sleep, and like they got along for that long. Like they had the ability the endurance to do it in the first place. She survived the period, and then they actually got along. Like no one ended up.
I wonder what they were.
I
I would love to hear
really
from her.
challenging.
I would love to hear from her how they were like as children. My cousin's children, 2 girls, are so lovely with each other, and I always think, how does she do that? And then she mentions every now and again all the fights they had when they were children.
Thank goodness. They're not
thank
perfect.
goodness. So I wonder what,
what were they like as boys?
as kids,
because nobody went overboard. Right.
Well, somebody went overboard, but they got him out.
Yeah, but they
fished
brought him
him
back.
out.
Maybe they did that lots of times.
maybe
as
they
kids.
pushed him.
Like, at school, they pushed each other overboard so many times that they got bored of it.
But that's just amazing.
I know.
Like what a mom achievement. Like
Honestly.
I mean, if she could speak to us and give us advice about life, I'd be like,
I know.
Thank
Yes,
you.
please.
Yes,
Can I take
please.
notes, please?
Literally, we will sit here and listen to you and take in all of the wisdom.
Whatever you say, like whatever.
Like, we'll do it.
I hope she doesn't say it's all just the
I will
genes. So
take it from other people.
I know. I'm always willing to take advice. I'm in no position to give it until we get to the candy portion of the show tonight, and I will be giving a lot of advice because I do have opinions. But yeah, that's like part of the segment. So basically, our whole spiel tonight, we're gonna go through. It's gonna be a little bit different format to last week. Last week was more family focused, and this week's it's for grown-ups. We're gonna get a little creepy.
Lissy has her opinion and grown-ups glasses on.
I do.
So
I have my big girl glasses on.
you look as if you're about to tell like a true crime story.
I mean, maybe.
Well, I think she might be.
I might. So basically, we're going to talk all things ghosts. There might be some stories from yours truly. I might put my teacher hat on and might do a little scary ghost story. And we're going to talk more themed cocktails and the trick-or-treating do's and don'ts. And we're even going to talk about some really cool scary tours that are happening about town. Shall we get into it?
Let's
go.
Yeah.
A little scared.
Okay.
I think it's dark enough.
Road
so let's
trip.
go.
Is. So does anyone know, I mean, I know that we all live here and we're all very aware of the fact that Edinburgh itself as a city is just it's just haunted.
Absolutely.
It's crawling with ghosts and ghouls.
Stop.
It feels like out of any city in Scotland that this would be it.
Absolutely.
All these old buildings and old tunnels and
The
old
history.
And
creepy history.
Very
train
history.
tunnels and
yeah.
Underground portions of the city.
I
That's
know.
the
yeah, I love it.
Heather's like, I don't know if I want to hear this. I'm so sorry, but you're gonna hear it.
Yeah.
We're gonna trap you.
Well, we started her
I'm
last
ready.
week.
We did.
I've had one glass of
This
champagne.
is our do you really want to stay here test.
Readers, go get your child's teddy.
Absolutely. Or not, given a couple of the stories we're going to talk about, you might not want your kids' teddies.
Yeah.
Okay, so Edinburgh Castle is also haunted. I know that it's pretty and it's, it looks all vibey as it sits on above the dormant volcano.
It was a prison.
It was a prison.
Horrible prison.
Yeah.
It's like over 1,000 years old, too, isn't it?
But Anke's right, it was a prison. So
And it
And
was
I think
it was
lots of
like a
people died in
Saxon
there.
kind of, or not Saxon, but it was like Celt kind of town
It was,
village
yes.
originally, and that's why they chose on top of the mountain to be there, because they could keep an eye out.
So the longer people have been there, the more people that have died there in not good conditions.
I know.
What always gets me, too, is the Royal Mile itself and how... So if you've ever been on the Royal Mile, it's not a big space. And when you learn about the history, a lot of the people who lived there for a very long time, for I don't know,
Hundreds of years
probably, never left those couple square miles, if that. Like
not
they
even.
just stayed.
Yeah.
They couldn't get out.
Well, they
And they
wouldn't-
had their
wouldn't go beyond the-
livestock.
They didn't go beyond the. Is it the Flodden Wall?
Well, it was that, but also the toll cross.
Yeah, the toll cross, of
Like
course.
there's the actual
They trapped them?
Oh yeah, the toll.
the toll. Yeah,
that's
the
what I
toll
think
booth.
your house is
The
called
toll booth.
Yes, I think
Yeah.
you didn't have to pay to get out, but you had to pay to get back in.
Yep.
Or
I
think
something
that
like
was the
that. And
case.
a lot of people couldn't afford that, so they just never left.
They just
Plus
Wow,
they
I
had
didn't
their
know that.
livestock up there,
They did too, yes.
which seems like
I know.
Just
crazy,
all of
isn't it?
All of it.
Well, that's why the poor used to keep their livestock in their house.
Yep.
Yes.
Keep
Keep
them warm.
To keep
Yeah.
them warm.
Yeah.
So apparently there's a ghostly piper that wanders the halls of Edinburgh Castle. And a lone piper was sent into the tunnels beneath the castle centuries ago and never returned. His music is sometimes still heard echoing through the walls.
He got lost.
Why did they send him
why
down
did they
there?
I don't know.
No,
I feel like we need to get in touch with someone and say we need more information.
I don't know if I want to know.
This isn't linked to the Lone Piper that's in the what do you call it, the tattoo, is it?
I mean, it might be.
Because there's a Lone Piper that always plays at the tattoo at a certain point.
Up on top.
Yeah, it's chilling. It is
chilling.
absolutely chilling.
Everything goes silent. They turn off all the lights and they spotlight this single piper.
Yes, and
who
especially
plays.
pre-phones.
Yes.
That's how old I am. The first time I went was pre-mobile phone.
Maybe
like it was actually dark.
Maybe
Chills.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the Lone Piper coming out once a year. Too.
There's a ghost of a woman as well that's often seen. The ghost of the Grey Lady. A 16th century noblewoman named Janet Douglas was burned at the stake and is often seen wandering and at times weeping in various parts of the castle.
Really?
Yes. Now that scares me more than the piper.
Where's the bottle of champagne?
Yeah. She's like, I need more. Waiter.
Prosecco.
So that's the Edinburgh Castle portion. Are we okay?
I think
because
we're
it's
all right.
about to get
I
worse.
only go there in the daytime. So.
I really thought you'd be talking about the area where they, the
we're
pub, The
getting
Last Drop. Are you going to
Getting
cover
there.
that?
We're
yes.
getting there.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
We have a friend who used to work for the now king, and when he came up to Edinburgh, so he worked in London, he came up to Edinburgh, and he said he wanted to stay with us, and his alternative would have been the castle.
No.
So now I understand why
Yeah.
he rejected.
I mean, he was
Wow.
like, can I come over, please? I'm not ready.
That's so cool.
So it's about to get a little scarier. Should we turn it up a little bit?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Turn up the terror. So Greyfriar's Kirkyard.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's nothing creepier
No.
than a cemetery.
No, but it's just a little doggy. It's a story about a little dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
honey, yes.
Oh, then the Harry Potter
Next to
people.
school.
There's all
Yeah.
the Harry Potter
Yeah,
graves
we've
in there.
got the Harry Potter graves. We've got Greyfriar's Bobby, who's the story of the local Skye Terrier who was supposedly guarding his master's grave for 14 years. And apparently, yes, the ghost of the dog is often seen, about the cemetery. However, there's something else. There's something called the MacKenzie Poltergeist.
That doesn't sound good.
And it's one of Edinburgh's most famous ghost
This is a good one.
So Bloody MacKenzie, a lawyer known for persecuting Covenanters, is said to haunt his mausoleum after prisoners he had locked up in a field nearby died. The mausoleum was broken into in the 1990s, and since then, reports of hauntings have only intensified. He mad.
That's very creepy.
I
have to
mean-
say. Yeah, that's
I love a good graveyard. For some reason, as I've gotten older, I love to go running through a graveyard. It's
they're-
something
yeah, they're
very
It's so
peaceful.
fascinating.
It's I like to look at the tombstones. It's pretty.
I used to go to graveyards. There was one next to my university, and I used to go there before exams just to calm down and
Just
put
to
things
chill.
into
I find them
perspective.
so peaceful.
I find them very
I have
peaceful.
two stories.
Pass
Number
or
one,
die.
about the Greyfriars.
Yes, tell me.
So my friend Nicole was visiting from the States, and her distant relatives going back a few generations, not distant but just distant because it's several generations. I think they moved to the U.S. in the late 1800s or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But she can trace her roots, and she's done a lot of research, and she knows their names and whatnot. And we were walking through Greyfriars Cemetery just as part of her trip, and we weren't even going very far. I think we were just going en route to go find, I think, one of the Harry Potter graves. And she stops me at one point. I'm like, what? And she's like, that name. And she's looking, it's not a big gravestone at all. We're just in a random aisle. I mean, it's huge. It's a huge place. She's like, that's my family member.
Oh gosh.
What? She's like,
Stop it.
and she's like, I had no idea they were here because there's so many cemeteries.
yeah.
my word.
And it was just a random path. We weren't on any big. It was one of the smaller ones.
And something
that's
made
it.
her look.
She made her look, and
Oh, my
that's
goodness.
it. And it was 100% it. Like it was one of her family's gravestones, which was just so chilly. Like
I love that.
I may not have been a ghost, but I like to think it was.
I like to think of that. Now, there are other ghost stories about town.
Yes.
One of which is apparently to do with the underground vaults.
I bet.
And the surrounding areas.
I bet.
Apparently on Nidri Street, there's the ghost of a little boy. And he holds the hands of women as they're walking down the street. I don't know about you, but I think that might creep me out the most.
I need to Google where Nidri Street is.
Nidri Street is. And then there's the Banshee Labyrinth pub. And apparently the pub's name comes from a story of workmen hearing a scream that sounded like a banshee's wail before news of a death came. It's considered Edinburgh's most haunted pub and features numerous ghost stories, including that of The Watcher.
Which
What's
pub
that?
is this?
I don't know. I couldn't find it, which kind of makes me scared.
Where's the pub?
The Banshee's Labyrinth. It's part of the Vaults tour, apparently.
Is it? Okay.
Part of the Vaults tour. Other notable mentions. Your favorite pub? The Last Drop?
Last Drop.
Yeah, the last straw.
So for those of you that don't know, the Last Drop was where it's in a part of town called the Grass Market, which is where they used to have a lot of executions.
Yep. That was
Women.
the entertainment.
Of women.
Right.
And
Poor
the last
women.
Yeah, and the last drop means that you could go in and get your last drop of whiskey before you met with the gallows.
That's terrible.
It's also the last drop because, you know. Yeah. But anywho, apparently the pub is actually like right on where the former execution site was. Oh my gosh. And it said that condemned prisoners still wander the halls.
Oh, I believe that.
Oh, totally.
Absolutely.
I mean,
especially the whole vibe of the Grass Market
Absolutely.
at night, the castle overhead, like all of it. It just feels very haunted. Great place. Like I totally recommend visiting it, but yeah.
And then further across town, the Edinburgh Festival Theatre. Apparently, there is the ghost of a magician, which haunts the theater, and the sounds of his animals are often heard.
Oh, that's bad.
Which is kind of creepy.
Yeah. His animals?
His animals.
Poor things.
I know. This is why we don't go to circuses anymore.
Yeah.
My boy is performing there next week. So
Maybe some adult supervision.
I'll mention it.
It's a great venue. It's a beautiful venue. It's a great venue. Yeah, it's fab.
It's gorgeous. Yeah.
Everyone's like, it's great.
Just to go at night by yourself.
And then Becky's favorite, Mary King's Close.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
love that place.
Oh, that's so
Love it.
freaky.
Guys, I haven't been.
It's so freaky.
You
So
have
we
to
need
go
to go.
and take
I
the
know.
kids.
Take the kids.
Take the kids.
Yeah.
It's so much
I've
fun.
taken the
It
kids.
is
It's
fun.
good.
I went.
Maybe
I
don't
did the
tell
tour.
them the story that I'm about to tell you.
Yeah.
I did the tour in 2006 before they had the shop and they're sort of.
You
before-
did it when I did it,
Yeah,
when it was creepy.
I
When
did
it
in
was like-
2006 too. Yeah, it was much.
Oh, yeah.
I did it in 2004.
Yeah, yours was even more because
my
you just
God.
called like there was an actual shop at least when I
Nope,
showed,
there
but
was
not
no-
much else.
So when I did the tour in 2004, it was New Year's Eve, so like kind of Hogmanay time. And you would literally, it was back in the day of the Lonely Planet, and you just looked at the Lonely Planet, and there was a phone number, and you just called the phone number, and you met a random dude outside of the church across from
And when it
Mary King's
finished,
Close.
they kind of opened this gate door in the ground, and you're suddenly out in the street
Yes,
again.
I remember that.
It was
Yes.
so
Yeah.
And you just
bizarre.
kind of
Go
emerged.
You go
Freaky.
up like a door.
You're underground,
underground.
and then it was like a barn door that they.
Yes, it was very
It's like
very
a
different.
basement door that you.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think we were talking about this last week that they literally, because of how dirty and filthy and the plague and all that was down there, they, instead of trying to fix it, they just built a new city on top of it.
Yeah.
They literally just paved over it.
They literally paved over paradise and put up a...
Well, I wouldn't call it paradise.
Well,
but
no, it wasn't. It was where all the poor people lived.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Well, yeah.
There was a whole system.
Yes.
There was a whole system.
They paved
down
over
there.
it, and
But
then
they paved
eventually the
over
new
it.
town came as
Pecking
well.
order.
Pecking order.
Yes.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So, there's a couple of good ghost stories, but I'm only going to tell you two. I'm going to dug a little bit deeper into one. But one, there's a woman that works at Mary King's Close, and she said that she often sees a man following behind her as she goes down the stairs when she's locking up. That's the creepy bit. It's when no one else is there.
Ooh.
That's
No,
very
thank you.
scary.
No, thank you. But the best story is Annie the Plague Girl. And you know Annie the Plague Girl.
Yes, I do.
Is that the one they talk about during the tour?
It is.
Okay.
It is.
Plague Girl. This sounds like it's going to be a bad story.
It's a bad story,
It's a
but it's also
horrible-
a good story. So basically, the legend of Annie is one of the most popular ghost stories associated with the real Mary King's Close. Although it originated relatively recently, in the 90s, there was this Japanese psychic named Eiko Gibo, and she came to Mary King's Close while filming a documentary about paranormal activity. See, you know it's good when all the paranormal people come here. Anyway, while walking through one of the 17th century rooms, she was overcome with a feeling of overwhelming sorrow, and a small hand pulled at her trousers. Gibo struggled to enter the room due to the intense feelings of a sickness and cold. Once inside, Gibo said she saw and communicated with the spirit of a little girl named Annie, who was crying in the corner. Annie reportedly told Gibo that her family had abandoned her during the plague, and she was distraught over losing her favorite doll. Now,
They abandoned her or they died?
she feels that they abandoned her.
That's so awful.
So, touched by Annie's story, Gibo left the close, immediately purchased a Barbie doll dressed in tartan from a shop on the Royal Mile, and returned to place it in the room. Gibo reported that the sadness in the room was lifted and that Annie's spirit was comforted by the gift. Since then, visitors from around the world have left dolls, toys, sweets, and other trinkets for Annie in her room. The gifts are regularly donated to a local children's hospital.
That's so sad. That's such an upsetting story.
But now I have somewhere to give my child's stuffed toys to. You know when they just amass like 50 of them and you're like, come on, they're taking over.
Lisa's
Yeah.
I'm gonna,
shaking her head.
The reason why I'm shaking my head is because before I knew of this story, in 2004, when I did the tour, I was down in those tunnels and there was literally like 2 people with like head torches on and us. And like, you know, as in us, as in like a group of 5 or 6 people. And we go to walk into this room and I walked in, I immediately felt cold. All of the hairs on my arms stood up and I got this horrible feeling up the back of my neck. And I said, no, I'm good here. And the woman, the really nice lady that was accompanying us on the tour goes, oh, come on in, sweetie. It's so much more fun in here. And I said, absolutely not. I would rather stand here in the dark by myself than go in there. Nope.
So you felt it.
I felt it. You'd be pleased to know that they've moved the room now.
I have
and
noticed that as
you can't
well.
go in that specific room anymore.
Yeah, it is a different room from 2006.
Wow.
When I've done,
That is the question.
Yes.
So that's Mary King's Close. We highly recommend it. Check them out online and on their socials.
I must admit, if I was a ghost and this was happening to me, like my room gets sort of flooded with tourists bringing stuffed toys and kids things, I don't know, I think I would move rooms.
I agree. Yeah. Especially if they keep bringing them and then taking them away, which I fully support
that's
donating them to.
But also, like, you know,
But it could
our
just be
situation
confusing
at
if you're,
home
you
is
know-
like there's stuff everywhere. I'm like,
Exactly.
come on, people, take your stuff, take it back to where you got it from.
It's too messy in here. Feeling really crowded.
Whereas I'm like, no, you do not give them things. Because if you give them things, then you are inviting them to come with you. You don't
that's
give them
interesting.
gifts. Because if you give them things, it acts as an invitation for them to follow
my
you.
God.
And yes, I actually believe that.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So I don't believe in giving them stuff. But that's just me.
Oh my God.
And again, we'll get to the reason why a little later.
Yeah,
Scary tour recommendation number 1, Mary King's Close.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Highly recommend.
Absolutely.
It's creepy, it's fun, but it's also family friendly. Like I took my
Is it really family
I know. I'm not buying this either.
No, it totally is.
It's changed as well, Anke. So like we took the kids maybe 2 years ago and they were fine. There was one little bit about the plague.
Fine.
But otherwise they were fine. They were absolutely fine.
My child, she loved it. She was like answering all the questions.
Yeah, it was
She-
not like it used to be. It's much
Awesome.
more family friendly.
I think it's more,
I feel like it's lost a little bit for us adults, but I
Yeah.
think it is better for the masses. But go on.
Yeah, because
there's
they
some-
stick to the factual information as opposed to the ghost stories.
They do a couple ghost stories.
They do a
There's
couple.
like one bit, but it's not.
So we like Mary King's Close. There's also something called City of the Dead tours. Is that one that you'd heard of?
No.
They're good. I did.
You did the graveyard tour, didn't you?
I've done the graveyard tour. Theirs is good. I did like it. It was.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah.
We had a friend who, this will spoil it a bit, but we had a friend who was working as a ghost on these tours. So you just had to jump out
Scare
of behind
people.
something to scare people.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Somebody's
he must
gotta
have
do
found
it.
that so fun.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
I think I did. I'm not definite it was that one, but I did one of them, and they were very good. It was more of like an actor who was dressed in part, who was telling
think
you ghost stories. It was very good though.
I think the problem with ghosts is that they're not so reliable. So if you want to do a tour, then you...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have to have
you can't
backup.
guarantee the ghosts are going to be there.
No, the Meerkat
tours,
I've never
yeah.
tried that one. I love as well,
Meerkat
and that one
tours.
as someone who's
like MERCAT.
it's named. It's so it's
Meerkat
they meet you with the
Cross.
Meerkat Cross,
Yeah.
which is where again they used to do executions.
Yes.
and I like them. I'm going to give them a special shout out. Firstly, I do like their tours, but also they have the headsets, and for people like me who can't hear,
Anke
I find
suggested
them
it was a meerkat.
Not meerkat. Like Merkit. Merkit. MER. It's
not-
CAT.
it's not
You're
fun.
a very cute
The
meerkat.
vaults they have are amazing. I think
Sadly.
that again,
Is that your favorite one?
I like them because the headset and they have a really good vault. So all of the ghost tours in Edinburgh, there's like 3 or 4 companies. They all have their little piece of the vault that they own essentially.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes. So
they've got good vaults.
So they've got a good vault and they have the headsets and they're all very professionally done.
Awesome.
I just like that when you're in a group of 30, you can hear them.
No, fair.
And there's the adult one is really good from them. I've done that twice already with people. It's very good.
And then for people like Heather that don't like the super scary, there's the Ghost Bus.
I was going to ask about
done
that.
but it looks cool.
I don't like scary either.
Right.
So from everything I've read, the Ghost Bus is meant to be more humorous than scary.
Okay.
And because you're not physically walking around in the dark, they're just driving you around.
It looks so fun.
If you see the ghost, they go like speed up.
So you can sit there with your like hip flask and just like have a little moment. Have a little moment if it gets scary. And then there's the world famous underground bus tour.
What's that?
I don't know. Apparently they go to the haunted graveyards and
cool.
to the vaults as well.
Why is it underground?
So the vaults were the ones that were built underneath
yeah.
Southbridge.
So they built the bridge and then they built the vaults. We were talking about this last
But
week.
how do they, the bus tour, they just stop at all the
They probably stop
I think
and go under.
they start at one and then bus you to the next.
Okay.
I
Yes.
assume.
And I think those also, certain companies own certain bits of them
Yes.
that you can go into and you can explore the vaults. And as we were talking last week, the vaults are interesting because they built them, they built the bridges, and then they expected people to go into the vaults and just like run businesses, but they didn't bother to waterproof them because they were trying to cut costs. So within like 30 to 40 years, all the good businesses left and all the, the dark businesses, the underground crime came in and populated the area. Yes.
Dun, dun. So fun. See, Edinburgh. It's just, come to Edinburgh. It's
Absolutely.
fun.
It
It's
is
great.
fun.
But yeah, haunted. So do we have any personal ghost stories that we'd like to share?
I do. Anyone else?
Becky's got a good one.
I know when I was younger, we went to a castle. It was in Scotland. And I remember we went into the castle. It was empty. It was like a ruin kind of thing, but you could still walk around. And I have no idea where it was, but I went in and walked around and I was like, I have to leave right now. You get that feeling.
That feeling,
And
yeah.
It was in this castle, and I was young,
Your
but
intuition was kicking in.
I was like, I'm out of here. I just
Yeah.
left and like waited outside the because I was just like, this is not good
that's
for me.
interesting. Wow.
Yeah. That's not really a ghost story.
I have
No, but
I have.
That was the reason.
Yeah.
That was your. You know,
That's the only time that's ever happened to me. So
Absolutely.
I've got the most ridiculous ghost story, which
you?
will probably completely spoil the topic.
No. I'm here for it.
Yes.
When I was a teenager and I had my friends sleeping over, you know those times when you just stay up until who knows when. And we were finally, I think at 2 a.m. or so, we were finally making beds, and I was sort of crawling into the duvet cover as we were making the beds. And we were really loud, and I was playing Ghost to the duvet cover. And at some point, so that woke my parents up, and my parents came upstairs and gave me such a row of, who do you think, like what time it is, and blah. And so they were telling me off, but I was still under the duvet cover. So I was just standing there.
So you're still inside the duvet cover.
you're still in character.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
And I had to bite my tongue not to laugh or anything. I'm like,
So you're being physically like berated and told off, and you're inside a giant pillowcase essentially. I love that so much. Oh, your poor mom. She could have seen your face.
I think she couldn't. Sounds like.
I think I'm glad. Well, she was certainly angry enough that she didn't burst into laughing. You know.
Well, there you go.
We've all been there, though.
Exactly.
So back to real
Becky's
ghosts.
got
Real ghost stories. So
Becky to real ghosts.
before we lived in our flat, my brother-in-law lived in our flat. It was actually, it's a long story, but it's been in the family for a while. And he has told us that, and he is not someone you would ever expect to believe in ghosts. He's very buttoned up. He's very clever. Only reads nonfiction. Like, that's how.
Yeah, that's a vibe right there.
We moved in, and he's like, by the way, there's a ghost living here.
Oh my God, that's what he said to you first?
By the way, there's a ghost. We've had a mouse once, and there's a ghost living here. And we're like, okay, we'll get back to the mouse, but hold on. Tell me about this ghost. He's like, yeah, I mean, she's harmless though. She every once in a while, in the night, he would see this girl, maybe a young teenager or just a small adult female dressed in Victorian garb, just wandering the halls of her flat, sometimes in the kitchen, sometimes in the hallway, just, minding her own business. She doesn't bother anyone. But he would just catch her, here and there. And I thought, okay, well, what is he drinking? How much whiskey are you having? He's like, no. It just happens randomly, but she never bothers us. She just minds her own business, but just you might see her now and then. Now, mind you, maybe I'm not as a pure soul as Andrew or whatnot, so I don't see her per se. But we've had a few things happen since then.
You're joking.
That do make me think. Number one, and this totally could just be my partner is convinced it's just electricity. But every once in a while, the lights in our kitchen flicker. They flicker. And I know it very well could be random, but it always seems to happen when we say certain things. It'll just be we're having a conversation and just something will come out. And that's when
she gets triggered?
She gets triggered. It's not when you're just standing there. It's only when we have conversations, I swear.
Oh my God,
that's
that's
really
amazing.
weird.
What's the conversation?
I just like random things we'll be talking about, but maybe we'll be talking about life and I'll say something and just the lights will just go out for a minute. And no matter what we do with the light fixtures, we change the bulbs, we change the fixtures, it just happens in no other room in the house. You'd think if it was really an electrical problem, it would be that.
How do you feel?
But no, it gets back. So we also have been looking.
Look at Heather's face right now.
I'm not
It's
sure.
amazing.
I'm not sure I can send my kids to feed your cats anymore.
It's fine. She's a friendly ghost. But we also
then
she's a
okay.
friendly ghost. She's like Casper. She doesn't bother anyone. But also, we were looking back at the history of our flat.
Yeah.
We knew someone who used to work in the registry department of the Edinburgh Council, and apparently our house was a boarding house, particularly during the Victorian years, right after it was built.
Well, there you go.
So it makes total sense, and it's not big. I mean, there's only like 6 rooms in the house. I mean, it must have been pretty tight.
Absolutely.
But that must be where that little Victorian girl comes from.
Oh my gosh, I wonder what happened to her.
Like people rented rooms.
Yeah.
People rented rooms. It was not one family living there. It was 5 or 6 families living there in that flat. And it really makes you think, even in the new town, which was supposed to be the modern place, how many people must have been crammed into little spaces. But yeah, she's a lovely ghost. But yeah, Fiona has mentioned a few times seeing a little girl wandering around when she was little. I was never sure if it was an imaginary friend or not, though. So I can't vouch it is definitely her.
That's unbelievable.
It is possible.
I'm sorry.
Everyone's quiet.
So I have
a great one.
I have one along those kind of lines.
Yeah.
But I've never seen it. And the boys haven't seen it. And my husband hasn't seen it.
Get out.
It's my youngest. Now, ever since she was 2, she talks about this friend of hers. Called Naver. Now, she talks about this person, and the story has never changed. She's 6 now. So for 4 years, the story has not changed. And if you ask her about Naver, she sticks to her guns. And it started out that she said, Naver's like my imaginary friend. And I said, okay, well, tell me about Naver. And, she comes and she hangs out in my room, and she has a white frilly hat.
Stop.
Oh, wow.
Stop it.
Now, keep in mind, again, Newtown, and we're in the top floor. So what was on the top floor back then?
Yep. The staff.
It was the staff.
Yeah, because yours is a converted house
So
as well.
I'm converted. So at the time, the Lord, whatever his name, lived there, and he had a full staff, like Downton Abbey style. And my daughter is 6 years old and still maintains that she has this friend named Naver. Now, I Googled Naver, and Google was like, well, Naver doesn't make sense, but Neve, Neva, it was a Victorian nickname for Genevieve.
Ah.
That does make sense.
It's not that far off. And she was only 2 when she started talking to this person.
So
there you go.
I love that she became friends with her, though.
She's friends with her.
Yeah. No one's made friends with our ghost.
No, Amy sees her. She says no one else sees her.
I don't. Anke and I have a worry face on here.
I'm just taking things in. I'm just taking things in. My processing hasn't started yet.
I know.
But given that, apparently I am very receptive because I have seen ghosts.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge believer.
You have a great story.
Well, mine is scary, though.
Yeah.
Mine is a really scary story.
I think it's
fine.
I'm
looking at Heather. Mine is a genuinely terrifying story.
More terrifying than the one living in
Rebecca.
Is this Unidorm?
Did you ever?
Is this a Unidorm
It's
story?
It's a Unidorm story. Did you ever listen to the Battersea Poltergeist?
No,
I don't listen to that kind of stuff.
So the guy that did the
Me
Battersea
either.
Poltergeist, I told him this story, and he was genuinely impressed. So it's a good story, but it's a terrible story. So I went to St. Mary's of Notre Dame, and it is notoriously haunted. You can actually buy a book all about the ghost stories, specifically in the older halls of residence. So I lived in Lamont Hall, and Lamont Hall was built in 1844. So by American standards, old. And there used to be a farmhouse on that site, and it burnt down. So there's all these stories about the family that were living in, died. Anyway. So there's loads of ghost stories, and we would have random things happen. And for example, stuff would go missing, and you'd have to ask for it back. Now, my driving license went missing once, and I berated my flatmate or my roommate and was like, I actually need this. I'm gonna get in trouble. I think I had to go and report somewhere for teaching, and I had to show ID. And I'm like, I need this. She's like, well, ask for it back. See what happens. And so I did. And she left. She went and spent the night someplace else. And I was in the room. And I woke up in the morning. And what was sitting on my desk, propped up in between the keys of the keyboard? My driving license. Now, keep in mind, my roommate slept at her boyfriend's that night. So it was just me.
That's really weird.
That's the nice story. The slightly scarier story is that when I moved into the top floor my senior year, I was in what was called the 5th Annex. That was the servants' quarters back in the day. You couldn't get the elevator up there. You had to take a back staircase to get
Oh, wow.
So I'm moving in, And my mom goes into the closet and she's like, oh, what's this? And she opens this little tiny door in the closet to pitch black. And I'm like, Mom, you need to close that right now. And I slammed it shut and I moved a dresser in front of it. And she's like, what's the matter? I said, that door's been closed for a very long time. We're just going to leave it like that. She's like, oh, don't be ridiculous, Alyssa. Anyway, weird things would happen. You remember like your computer back in the day? You'd never turn it off. You would just like leave it sitting.
Sleep mode.
Yeah.
But how would it come out of sleep mode? What did you have to do?
Do the mousey.
You jiggled the mouse. Yeah. I would be laying in bed, sound asleep, and my computer would be on. I would hear keys.
Oh my gosh.
My TV would turn on and off.
No.
One time, I had dropped something underneath the unit where my TV was, and I bent down to get it. So I was on all fours. My TV fell on my back.
Oh.
Now, we're talking a 1990s TV with a VCR built in.
Yeah,
remember how
heavy.
big those were?
Yeah, they're heavy.
How does that just fall off a shelf? It doesn't.
No.
Scary part number 1. Scary part number 2, and probably the worst one, is that I was in bed. Now, I'd had a massive argument that night with my horrible boyfriend, because everyone has a horrible uni boyfriend, and I'd gone to bed upset, and I left the TV on because I was upset. And as I'm laying in bed, the TV's like totally muted. You can barely hear it. It's just there for, to distract me enough to, in my turbulent emotional state to sleep. And an extremely loud bang followed by crushing glass woke me up. And I look over and my the entire unit of bookshelves where I had all my margarita glasses. Remember stealing margarita glasses from
Yes.
like
bars.
The Mexican restaurants and bars.
Oh, yeah.
All of the stemware, all the pint glasses, all of them are completely shattered all over the floor, and the shelves are on their side. Someone has come with a fist and slammed. I freak out and wake up the entire floor, all of my friends, my RA, I wake everybody up. I am freaking out because how the flip has this happened? They come in, they help me get everything cleaned up. They try to finagle the shelves to put them back so I don't get charged for them being broken. And then the bastards left me to sleep by myself in the room. So I don't happen to notice what's missing from the shelf until the next day when they had picked everything up and they'd cleaned up all the glass. And they picked up one of these little, silly... Remember those, silly figurines you could buy in, Miami and in Florida where it's, a caricature of a man and a woman in, a convertible car. Mm-hmm. And it's this man, kind of looks like Santa Claus, but with his arm around some girl in a bikini. And my horrible uni boyfriend had bought it for me as a joke when he was there on spring break. Anyway... I looked closely at the figurine, and the girl has been beheaded. I call in my friends. I said, look, show me, the waste paper basket where the glass went. And we look through it. We can't find the head. We look underneath my bed. We look underneath everything. We can't find the head. I am I don't know what to do. And my friend Laura, who had the room next to me, was like, Liz, I think you should try talking to it and just explain that, explain your feelings. Explain that you're frightened and that you're hurt and you want to be left alone. So that's what I did. One day after my classes, I said, look, to whoever is in the room with me, I've obviously upset you. I'm really sorry. I am only here temporarily. I'm here for a couple of months, and then I leave. This is your home. I get it.
Oh, my God.
But while I'm here, if you could just leave me alone, I would be really grateful. I do not invite you here. I do not want to be here in a space where I'm upsetting you.
Yeah.
I'm asking for me to be here peacefully while I'm here. And then I will leave. Mm-hmm. And I never had a problem. Until we've packed up my room. We've packed everything up. It's post-graduation. Everything's in the car. And I went back into my room to just double check that we've put toothpaste in all the holes.
Yeah.
And, everything's tickety-boo and I haven't forgotten anything. And what is sitting on the shelf where all the glassware was broken?
Mm-hmm.
The head.
Oh, come on. That's crazy.
I ran out of that room so fast and I've never been back.
Wow. Thanks for letting me stay. Goodbye.
Is it still being used as a dorm? It's still a dorm.
Oh my word.
I know. So whoever's living in the fifth annex, I'm really sorry.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah. Anyway.
At least they have some advice now how to deal with it.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Just tell it to leave you alone.
Just talk to the guy.
Yeah.
Talk to it.
But
say,
we
really
knew that all along. We talked to each other,
I know. But anyway, that's my ghost story.
Oh my gosh.
It's a gooder, isn't it?
It's a great one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know. So shout out to St. Mary's. Go
Yes.
Bells.
Yes.
Oh, girls, that was
I had a bookshelf falling over at my parents last week.
Did you?
And lots of stuff got smashed.
Oh no.
Anything headless?
No, but my a very old China rabbit got destroyed.
Oh, no.
And I didn't have margarita glasses, but
Your
liter beer,
Stein.
Stein. And the just the handle, they're so well made, just the handle broke off. But it was so bizarre because I woke up and I just rearranged. I took some book off the shelves, like 1 or 2 books off the shelf, and 5 minutes later, I was so lucky that my kids weren't underneath it. I just heard this enormous bang, and my kids were like, "Ah!"
Oh my God!
Wow. What were the books? Is that
Yes.
It must have somehow lost balance, and I think what happened was I tried to push the books to the back so it doesn't, and I think the books at the back sort of pushed it to against the wall. And anyway, I don't think it was a ghost, but it could have been a ghost.
I mean, you never know.
You never know.
Let's hope not. I think we have enough ghosts in our houses so far.
But at least they're friendly ghosts.
Yes.
I'm okay with a friendly ghost.
I'm glad no one has been
one.
killed
Don't bother
by
me, I don't bother you.
No one has been killed by any of the ghosts we've talked about.
No.
No.
I think
Not
we've
yet.
all-
Not that
we've
we
all
know
come
of.
away unscathed. And you know what? Next time you're on Nidri Street, if you start to feel a little hand,
Oh, that's so sad.
I am going to go on that street. I'm going to take my child
I love that she's doing it right now.
and just see what happens. I will report back.
Yes,
Yes, please do.
Absolutely. If anybody knows of any other good Edinburgh ghost stories, or if
Please.
you have any good ghost stories from your hometowns, please share them.
Yes.
We love it. And we love hearing from you.
Nidri Street.
Nidri Street.
Nidri Street. Absolutely. I've got one last question for you girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Candy.
Yes.
What do you give out on Halloween? Like, do you give out
Nothing.
gummies?
Nothing.
Trick
We're
or
not.
treaters?
No, we're not at home. We're
Yeah.
we have kids. We need to.
We're not home either.
I've been leaving my eldest home to be on trick-or-treating duty. And he usually gives the candy out. And
You should give more because by the time they're all the way up the stairs, they
do.
deserve more sweets.
I agree.
Oh, no, he waits downstairs.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't, oh, no, I wouldn't make anybody walk up all those stairs. Are you kidding me? No,
Oh,
that's
that's
just
really
me.
nice of him.
No, he waits downstairs. And then we have a very scary pumpkin and a scary skeleton that make noise and scare the kids
I'll
when they
send
knock
my
on the
kids
door.
round.
Yeah, I would love that.
We always run out. We always run out. Like, so every year, I think all of us on this side of the street, we've tried to up the ante every year on like the decorations. And I think
love that.
I
yeah,
love
it
it.
really brings the kids to the street.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
And so by the end of the night, like last time I was actually using up the kids' candy. Like they had come home and I was
this.
like, because people come in
Love
the
this.
door and I was like,
You have some sugar out of my bakery door.
like, I mean, the choice is like, in my family, the kids don't really eat the candy. They amass the candy and then they leave it out. And then I end up eating
the
it.
candy.
So I'm like, I may as well redistribute some of this candy.
Yes, I
So.
think so. I would often especially in London, because in London we got a heck of a lot more trick-or-treaters than we do here. Especially in our little area where we were living in, we were kind of like known, the whole area was known for being like good for trick-or-treaters.
Awesome.
And one of our neighbors on the corner used to give out mulled wine. Good for you, Heather.
Yeah, to the adults.
Absolutely.
Nice.
And they had like a
Nice.
like,
Yeah.
this huge kind of Dracula thing that would come
Amazing.
down, and they had a
Wow.
fog machine. It was wicked.
Love that stuff.
We just did lots of pumpkins and stuff, but we would always get bucket loads of candy, like good candy. I would get like American candy.
Yeah, the chocolate. When we
The
were in
chocolate.
the States, anything with chocolate.
All
you,
the chocolate.
you have some
M&Ms,
opinions about candy.
I have opinions.
Okay, what is
So I think that it is perfectly acceptable to hand out Haribo, but it needs to be in an individual pack.
Oh yeah, you can never.
You can't give out individual sweets, people.
People do that.
People do that here.
No, even in the 90s, we were told that they
know,
would have
you
things
don't-
in them and they
Exactly.
would kill you.
that was
Yeah.
such a thing.
It was such a thing. Oh my God, the razor blades and the
And
candy
the
bars.
apple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they tried a couple years ago. Remember, they said, "Oh, they're going to put drugs in the candy." Mm-hmm. Oh, as if they're putting edibles out. Edibles are expensive.
But no, chocolate all the way.
Chocolate.
Chocolate all the way.
Chocolate. M&M's, tick. Mars bars, tick.
You know what? I miss candy corn.
I-
Have you had candy corn?
My
No,
husband
never.
is bringing some home with him
Can
to
I-
Target.
so these
So
guys-
I will bring some for you
Can
guys
I
to try.
have the
in
candy
small doses.
pumpkins?
But
'Cause
these
I
guys-
don't like candy corn.
I'll
I
ask
like
him
candy
the pumpkins.
pumpkins.
I like the mix though. But
Guys,
also
the mix is good.
But they
Guys,
do
Tammy
sell
and
pumpkins
Anke
with
do
it.
not know candy corn.
I
Candy
will
corn
give
is
you
like
some next time.
Brown.
it's
Candy
pure
corn.
like corn syrup. It's like
It's
a
like
corn
corn syrup
syrup
and
thing.
sugar.
So it makes sense that you wouldn't have it, and it makes sense you probably wouldn't enjoy it. But somehow we are used to this.
Yes.
Oh,
we
there's a
were
knowledge
raised
gap
Yes.
filled
on,
now.
on this filth. It is
Oh,
filth.
it's so
pure
awful for you.
filth. It would.
It's so delicious. It's like my
that,
favorite.
I love a candy
That and
corn
the Peeps, which they also make for Halloween now.
Yes.
Peeps.
They make
Halloween
Halloween
Peeps.
How
Peeps
can you
now.
eat peeps at Halloween? Oh my.
But we could take them to Pitlochry and roast them on the fire.
You could.
Yeah,
They're
you
like
could roast
marshmallows covered
That
in
could be
sugar.
fun.
It's like a
in
giant.
shapes of like
Marshmallows in sugar.
in
Yes,
sugar.
coated in sugar.
Coated in sugar. There used to just be for Easter, they'd be rabbits, but now they make them for
This
Christmas.
is why
they
we
make
turned
them
out
for
the way we
Halloween.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's I mean, this is not, there's
You
no,
mean a sweet?
but chocolate people, we want the chocolate
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
We, you can
Yeah.
give out, some, I like Haribo, but I do
love
not like
Haribo.
those weird lollies, the drumsticks.
No.
They are, I'm sorry, but they are subpar candy.
I don't know. My children
I
love
agree.
the lollies. I would like more Haribo. So if everyone could start handing out more Haribo, that'll end up with me.
Yes.
So I'm fine with that.
Awesome.
If
Do you
people
like a
can't-
Tang
yeah.
Fastic? Do you like the Tang Fastic?
Those are good.
yeah,
I think those
yeah.
are better than the regular.
I do too.
Is that
I
like you
like
dip
the
it
Tang-
in the thing?
It's the ones that are coated in sugar,
Uh-huh.
and they're like
Like a
slightly
tangy
fizzy.
sugar, yeah.
They're slightly fizzy. They're nice.
I don't know it.
Like I like a Squashums. I think a
Oh,
Squashums
I love
is
squash
good.
ones. Yeah.
They're my running sweets of choice. But yeah, no, I don't like the. So in the U.S. we have Smarties, but here Smarties are their version of M&Ms.
Yes.
Yes.
They're good, and they come in like a really cute package.
But you do get the same type of thing.
But
in
you
the
do
candy.
get the little
like
Smartie
the
things,
little
but they're called
sugar discs
Parma
almost.
Violets.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but like we are addicted to sugar.
But the
Yeah, I can
Parma
tell.
Violet thing is disgusting.
No, I agree.
Which one?
Parma Violet sweets. They taste
They
like
look
flowers.
like U.S. Smarties. They're like little circles.
Like little
Oh.
that are
tubes
in,
that look like American
clear
Smarties,
plastic container.
but they're purple. So you're like, oh, these are gonna be good.
Yeah.
They're gonna be nice and like sugary and chalky. No, they taste like flowers.
but not in a good way.
How
Not
do you
in a
know?
good way.
How do you know how flowers taste like? Alyssa.
Like your grandmother's like perfume.
It
You
tastes
take
like
that
soap.
perfume, spray it
How
in
do
your
you
mouth.
know what
It tastes
soap
like soap
tastes
because
like?
when we were kids and we were naughty, we got our mouths washed out with soap.
What?
Yeah, I did.
That's
I
what
did.
it tastes
You actually
like.
did?
What?
Yes, with a bar.
Wow.
I grew up in a
My
house
mom
with
used-
grandparents.
My mom used to just threaten that.
Oh no. No.
my
I
mom
grew
did
up in a
it.
house with grandparents. We definitely got our mouths washed
So you
out
got turned
with a
off of
bar.
like Violet a long time ago.
Terrible.
Oh,
Terrible. But yes, I enjoy a Cadbury chocolate treat bag.
Oh, I
enjoy
love
a
Cadbury
Haribo
chocolate.
treat
Oh,
bag.
that would be good.
And anything that's chocolate.
anything, yeah.
Crunchy bars.
Snickers,
Oh my God.
M&Ms.
Yes.
Yeah. Mars bars. all of it.
Definitely.
Do we
And,
get
like, that's
do
definitely
we
what
get
I'm
sponsored
stealing
by
when
these
I-
companies? Come on, Haribo, M&M.
Haribo.
Like no, this is enough advertising. You can now
Yes,
Yeah.
please
Hey,
send us things.
I would like some Haribo.
No.
Yeah,
What are your favorite Haribos? The little cute round ones.
Oh,
They
there's
were
so many. I mean, I do
amazing.
like their sour ones, and there are different versions
Yes.
of them. The girls love the berries.
Ooh, I like
I
the
love the berries.
the big
The-
strawberries.
No, they were in my school starting cone, but they also have the raspberries, blackberries.
Yes, I love those. Oh, those are so good.
I just imported them.
Yeah, so kids, everyone should give them to my children, and then I'll end up eating
Yes.
Absolutely.
I don't get enough candy.
I mean, I'm here for like the occasional Dracula teeth or gummy things. You know the Marks and Spencer's gummies? They do like really cute Dracula teeth.
They do. Those are adorable.
They're very sweet. So I would also put those in the top tier category because they're fun and they give you kind of like, you know, like points for novelty value.
Yeah.
I'd still rather have the chocolate.
I would rather have the chocolate.
I my kids can keep that. I'll take the chocolate.
And I really appreciate the houses that have like alternatives. So like if you've got little kids with you, they give out like, remember the yo-yos? Mm-hmm. Like the roll-ups?
Yeah.
My daughter recently mentioned that she really appreciates an apple or mandarin to counteract, like she loves something fresh in between all the
Good
sweets.
for her. I feel like my kids are like that too.
I love that.
My kids have not got that.
And I do have to say, I love in our neighborhood up in the new town, you do get the occasional cute little old couple that have physically made like Rice Krispie treats,
Which is
or
lovely.
muffins,
Yes.
and that's adorable.
It is.
Yeah.
I agree.
And I think that's so cute. And occasionally they give you wine.
Yeah, and I'm here for that.
I'm here for that too.
You've been listening to the Edinburgh Society of Unapologetically Imperfect Mothers, real-life friends from across the globe who have chosen to call Edinburgh home. Together, we're a haphazard amalgamation of diverse perspectives and life experiences, united as we try to navigate the often tumultuous journey through motherland with humor, unwavering support, and lots of fizz. Keep calm and join us on our next podcast. And until then, mum's the word.